Hi babes, I am so happy to be back with you guys. It's been a crazy couple of weeks and I appreciate everybody kind of bearing with me. All of this, my YouTube channel and my Instagram, are a hobby. It's what I love to talk about. It's what I love to make content for, but I have a day job. I have a full-time job. I'm in technology, and as we all know, sometimes work can ebb and flow, but it's been really busy. So it's a good thing because I think just if work is challenging, I feel like you're always growing, which is great. But I feel like it's important to touch on that because I feel like I can talk a lot about my bags and different luxury items and my thoughts and everything, but really, in reality, I work very, very hard to be able to do the things and buy the things that I like. And it's just important to hit on that because some of these weeks, like, even though I want to create content for you guys, it's really hard. So I think I've been pretty good about being active and staying on top of Instagram and all of that, because that's truly like my escape from the real world, is to be able to talk to you guys on Instagram and just talk about fashion and home decor and all of that. So I truly enjoy it. So I appreciate you guys being patient, but I'm really excited to talk to you guys about a very important topic, which is buying pre-loved. I have quite a few items in my collection that I bought pre-loved, so I want to do a quick little chatty sit down discussion around what I bought pre-loved and why, and kind of get into like where I shop pre-loved and how I go about doing that process. So if you're interested in hearing a little bit more about my viewpoints on pre-loved and why I bought these certain items pre-loved, stay tuned for this. So I didn't know what order to go in for our chat today, so I just decided on going, I think, smallest to largest item. So first off, we have the adorable, the Instagram famous Louis Vuitton round coin purse. Now this item, it's really funny because I bought this before I had an Instagram or a YouTube channel. This is obviously a very new channel, but I actually got this item from a Louis Vuitton Facebook group. It's the LV Ritzy group. It's a great one. If you guys aren't a part of it already, I would go join it if you can. And it's a very well monitored and curated group of luxury loving individuals. And I was always pretty active on there, like posting topics or asking questions. And it was honestly like some of the best places to learn about luxury and different items. So I was very active there. Obviously now I have an Instagram and a channel to talk to you guys about this stuff with, but I had seen this item all over Instagram and I think Pinterest as well, and I just thought it was the cutest thing. Useless probably, but so cute. And I had asked at Louis Vuitton, my first essay, I asked if I really could get it, and they said it was discontinued. I do know that they have it now. I believe it's with the clip on it. Please correct me if I'm wrong. It also comes in the Christmas animation, but I didn't really want the clip one. I wanted just the regular round coin purse. And at the time, I had been keeping an eye out for it on those Facebook groups, and they would always sell really fast. So I saw this. It was coming from Hawaii, actually. And if you guys know me, I love Hawaii. And it was in great condition. I believe it's from like the 90s. I'm not even sure if these have date codes in there, but it was in great condition. And honestly, I don't know if I would buy from a Facebook group again. I probably would, but I definitely changed how I purchase pre-loved now. I think I know a little bit more than I did before. And it was a great buy for me. It was definitely in pre-loved condition, but there was no no tarnishing, nothing really bad was happening to this item. And so I jumped at it. I think I got it for like $250 or $265. And I think you can get these now for like $350 on Facebook or on pre-loved sites. So I think it honestly was a great purchase. I use it to keep cash in, but You can keep coins in here because that's what it's for, but I keep cash in here, and I just think it's so cute. It's definitely different than the other SLGs that I have, which I like, but this was the first item that I bought pre-loved, so it has a special place in my heart, and I don't think I'll ever let it go. So that was my first experience buying pre-loved. So next up, this item may surprise you guys, but I had been wanting this item for so long, and I saw it in store, tried it on, loved it, but I could not for the life of me figure out why it did not hold its value on the pre-loved market. And we, of course, are talking about the Louis Vuitton Capucines mini. The Capucines line in general, I feel like does not hold its value on the pre-loved market. So even though I saw it in store and I loved it, and I really could have just bought it right then at a store, I'm very, very careful about seeing my investment. Yes, bags are an investment because they do appreciate. Seeing my money go as far as possible. So if I had bought this in store, I would have paid around $45.50 for this bag. When I purchased this on Fashionphile, actually, I had put it on a watch list, so you actually can save items on Fashionphile, and if they go on sale, you get an email to alert you, and it just keeps it like in a nice like list where you're following these items. But they can sell, and you won't find them again, or you can actually click and say like find something similar. But these retail for $45.50, and I was seeing them in all different sizes, just not holding its value. So for me to spend the money for it to depreciate, even like really great condition bags, did not make sense. So I'm always very careful that when I buy something, I want to buy it in the best possible condition, but also get the most out of my money for it. So I actually ended up grabbing this one in phenomenal condition. I made a whole video about this bag. There was only some slight use on the feet, which were metal, which is pretty normal, and maybe some hairline scratches on the hardware, but that was it. There was actually stickers still intact on the interior hardware. There still is, actually. I guess I never took them off, which is not good. But let me take them off quick. See? Pretty much really great brand new condition, and I paid $35.60 for it, so it's almost $1,000 savings. So I always preach that if you really love something and you want it, just get it, but be smart and just look at other places that you can get it at a more affordable price and in great condition. So that's what happened with this one. I love this bag, and I've seen it now in the pre-loved market for more than it costs at retail. So maybe these bags are doing better on the pre-loved market, but I had to do my research before buying it, and I'm glad I did. I think it really paid off. So this is one of my newest bags, and if you guys follow me on Instagram, and I've made a YouTube video about it, I was on the hunt for a professional but subtle tote bag. I have the on the go and I have the Neverfull, but the on the go is the GM size, so it's really, really large, and it also has, even though it's more subtle than the Neverfull, it still has the large monogram, which I love. But if you work in a job like mine where I try to be a little bit more subtle, yes, this is designer, but I always try to dress for the room that I'm in. So I'm not gonna lower the quality that I'm looking for in a daily bag, but I am mindful of making sure the bag fits my everyday lifestyle. So I wanted something a little bit more subtle, and I wanted something that was a little bit smaller than my on the go. I wanted it black, and I actually like considered a lot of different ones. There was a Valentino bag, there was the black Neverfull, but I wanted a separate compartment for my laptop. So this back flap was perfect, and it's very, very light. It's under 2 pounds, and I have a Samorga organizer for it, and it was just perfect. And this is a vintage piece. So another reason why I went pre-loved was because this look was hard to find in a bag for a really good price point. I didn't need another tote bag. and I also wanted it to hit certain things. And Chanel's vintage quality is superb. Guys, this bag is from the 90s, and it still has the beautiful gold hardware. It still has the shiny feet at the bottom, and it's been phenomenal to wear and bring with me. The drop is perfect. But if I wanted to get a new Chanel tote, I would be looking in the 4 to 5, maybe in the high 3s for a new Chanel bag tote. So I really liked this style. I know they remade it in like the Neo Surf tote, but I liked the classic silhouette better. So I went with this one. This one I also got from Fashionphile, and this one retailed originally for like $3,500, I believe. And like I said, this is from the 90s. Maybe it was like early 2000s, but loved it. And the price was $1,645. So just about at least half. So that is, to me, a great deal. It was in great condition. But that's another reason why I like buying Preloved for certain items, because you can get great quality and a bag that is timeless for less. So the Chanel Surf tote for me was a no-brainer, and I went through Fashionphile for this. There is still a ton of them on there. So if you are also in the kind of like same industry as me, or your job requires a little bit more of like a low-key professional look, I think this is a great option. I have a 13-inch laptop, fits perfectly in the back, and if you have anything bigger, it should be able to fit in the larger interior pocket. So another great reason to buy Preloved. Okay, so far we've covered items like the round coin purse that are no longer made and hard to get. We covered the Capucines, which is a bag that depreciates. It doesn't hold its value too much, so that's why we bought Preloved. And then we talked about the Chanel Surf tote, which was a bag that was discontinued, but also a vintage style and really great quality, and a bag that I probably would have had to pay a lot more for if I bought it brand new. So we went that route. But the last item that I highly recommend buying the Preloved route is luggage. So this is the Louis Vuitton Keepall 45 in the macassar print. It's got the Louis Vuitton monogram canvas, and then it has the black leather accents and silver hardware. Okay, this bag retails for $2,000 on the Louis Vuitton website, brand new. I always consider the longevity of my bag when buying it. $2,000 for a tote bag that's gonna get thrown around, thrown under the seat, carried with you in the rain. It's gonna go through a lot of wear. To me, it didn't make sense to pay more for a brand new bag that was gonna get used and was meant to get roughed up a little bit. So I ended up going to Fashionphile. I did look at Therealreal, I looked at Vestiaire, I looked at Rebag, but to me, Fashionphile had the best prices. Facebook groups like the LV Ritzy group also has great prices. I would check that out as well. But this bag, even though it retails for $2,000, I got this bag for $1,500. This bag, really the only wear was that the strap was a little funky. It was like, had been like kept in the same notch. You can still see a little wrinkling right here. The interior was very clean, nothing of note, and the luggage tag was a little disheveled. So I reached out to my SA and I said, listen, I'm gonna buy this bag Preloved. Is there any way to get any replacement items? So I ended up buying a new lock and key set and a new luggage tag directly from Louis Vuitton. And I had it stamped, all of that. But I truly think that if you can get a really great condition bag that you know is gonna get thrown around and save close to $500 or more depending on sales tax for you guys, it's a no-brainer, right? These bags are meant to get tossed around. They're gonna be travel bags. We're not gonna baby them. Save some money and go the Preloved route. So that's my spiel. So, do you guys hear this dog going crazy? Are you done? Are you done? So hopefully the way I walked you guys through all of my pre-loved purchases made sense. We're talking depreciation, we're talking about hard to find, we're talking about saving money on bags that we're gonna put through a little bit of wear anyways, and then items that have been discontinued, right? These are all great reasons to buy pre-loved. I will include some links to places that I trust. And like I said, if you guys are on Facebook and you are part of the LV Ratio group, you already know that everyone on there is pretty reputable. I do like selling to Fashionphile, so it's always been a great option for me to go ahead and use them to buy because I know how strict and how careful they are about what they take in and the thoroughness that they are when buying something from me. I haven't sold a lot of bags. I have sold like some shoes and some smaller SLGs that I just wasn't using. So it made sense to go that route instead of having to like sell it on eBay or anything like that. So if you are looking to sell, I would say Fashionphile is great if they buy it right from you. This is not sponsored. I feel like I'm making a sponsored video, but it's not. I just feel passionately about making sure you guys are knowledgeable about where us in the luxury community are spending our money. You know, it is money that we worked really hard for, and making sure that every dollar goes as far as possible. If your hobby or if something that you like to do is spend money on fashion or luxury bags, I seriously have a bag addiction and a furniture / decor addiction. So I'm always doing a ton of research whenever I'm investing in any of those larger ticket items. So please do your research. If you guys have any questions about luxury items or buying pre-loved, send me a message on Instagram at Decor and Designer. I'm always happy to chat with you guys. Any insight I can give, I'm happy to. And as always, check me out on there for daily updates. Leave a comment if I brought to your attention something you didn't realize, or if you too have bought pre-loved and you have some great stories to tell. These dogs are going crazy, so I better go. Love you guys. Thank you so much for having a chat with me today, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.